Hey, tolerators, it is officially our summer break for 2025, and I just wanted to let you know that the episode you're about to hear is either Patreon exclusive content I'm making public, an episode I thought it would be fun to revisit from past years, or a still comfy movie review with Julia Washington. I hope you have a great summer with lots of great memories. I hope you keep smiling instead of tolerating. And I will see you in the fall with all new episodes of To All the Men I've Tolerated Before.
Hey friends, this is Still Comfy with Jules and Nat. I'm your host, Julia Washington. I host Pop Culture Makes Me Jealous, where we analyze pop culture through the lens of race or gender and sometimes both. As always, I am joined by Natalie Katona. Hit it, Natalie.
It's me. I'm Natalie Katona. I'm the host and producer of To All the Men I've Tolerated Before, your weekly look at everyday misogyny. And I become like a sleight of hand magician every time we do this.
I mean, maybe you're not fully Croatian. Maybe there's some Italian blood in there.
That tracks.
We are joined today with Paige from For Folk's Sake. She's a fellow podcaster, and we are very excited because she's our very first guest ever here on Still Comfy. As our loyal listeners know, it's just Natalie and I talking about something that digresses into FaceTime.
Yeah.
And we're very excited to have Paige here. She is not only a dedicated watcher of our live shows, is what I was trying to say. And our love, yeah. Dedicated, loyal. We love her. She also hosts her own podcast. So I'm gonna let Paige give you the rundown on who she is and her show.
Hello, everyone, Natalie, Julia's listeners and friends. My name is Paige. I'm the host of the For Folk's Sake podcast. And our premise is that you never say no to a conversation because you will always learn something from it. So we're all about education through conversation, figuring out what we can learn. And I literally talk to everyone about everything, even the uncomfortable topics. So it's fun.
I love that. And we're super glad you're here. And I recently did a recording with Paige. I feel like Natalie and Paige are also going to be doing a recording at some point. So we're just at this point, episode swapping, because that's what you do when you're friends and you also podcast.
True.
Right.
Natalie, were you going to say something? You looked like you were going to say something.
Well, first off, Paige, welcome to the only way that I spend time with my friends. So this is it. If you would like to book time on the Calendly to get me to work, but look at you and be like, remember how we were friends? This is how you do it. Everything's for content.
You got to give me that. I should drop that link into the chat so people can book your time. What's $50 an hour?
Yeah. That's right.
What's your hourly rate?
50. Yeah, Jules hit it. And I was going to remind our live listeners that if you are live, because we use the third-party StreamYard system, they have to drop us a comment to tell us hello, or else we won't know that they're there.
Also true. Yes. Thank you for that reminder, my fellow co-host, because there needs to be two of us for a reason. If you are here and you are enjoying our show so far, drop us a comment so we know that you're here, so we can bring you into the conversation, because we love to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Okay. Today on Still Comfy, we are looking at Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia.
Mm-hmm.
Here I go again.
Here I go again. That's what it is.
My. Hi, Alexis.
Yes, welcome, Alexis. We're excited you're here. Mamma Mia, as you all know, was released July 18th, 2008. So it's been a hot minute. It is the film adaptation of the jukebox musical. I didn't come up with that. of the same name that first premiered in London in April of 1999. So it took a long time for it to become a screen adaptation. So, and in our over at Pop Culture Makes Me Jealous, we always kick off with the question of what is it about this movie that you loved and why? So why don't we just dive from there, and then we'll just turn this into a FaceTime call.
Perfect.
Paige, you can go first because this was your pick.
True, it is my pick. I think mostly, though, I would like to say I think I like it mostly because there's like a nostalgia factor attached to it, where like me and my cousins, we would be like in the living room jumping off the couches, like the scene where she's like jumping on the bed, like we would do that too. So there's a lot of nostalgia attached to it. But rewatching it, I feel like I had a very deep appreciation for like, even though it felt, you know, I'm a theater kid, so even though it felt like a production, like a theater production, it still flowed very well. And it also had a lot of themes that when I was rewatching it, I was like, oh, I wonder, like, for example, is anyone going to shame her for her, the mother, for her like sexual promiscuity at the time? So I was like, I don't really remember if anyone like really did shame her or if it was like her self-shame. And so it was fun to revisit it with good lenses. And plus, like, who doesn't love ABBA? Like, honestly, every time I'm sad, I just listen to Gimme, Gimme, Gimme. So,
oh my gosh.
The soundtrack's, like, honestly better than the movie. I do love the movie, but I could listen to the soundtrack every day of my life.
Love that.
Mamma Mia was the first professional Broadway tour that my mother took me to.
So you saw it on stage?
I saw it on stage.
Oh, I love that. How old were you?
So Wicked is technically, I think, the first musical I saw professionally done in Chicago in one of their Broadway theaters, but I went with a friend and her mom. So it was right around that like 15 to 17 age mark, or maybe Mamma Mia was first and I was younger. Who's to say? Time is a construct.
And you were wildly unsupervised. So.
Wildly unsupervised. I never knew how old I was. I still don't. And I do remember that at the very end, when it's the wedding reception, you are invited to dance for the last number. And that is when my mother chose for us to leave. And I'm like, they just told us we could dance.
You sat through all of that ABBA music, having to control yourself in the seat of the theater.
My mother did not let me
theatrical blue balls.
Right.
Yes, theatrical.
My mother did not let me bump nor grind, and I'm upset. Jive, hustle, any of it. This go around when I was watching Mamma Mia, I love this movie. It really impassioned me to become a sea hag on the Mediterranean. I will be a sea hag this year for Halloween. Probably a sexy one. I can't help it. And
crop tops.
Once I make my money, you won't be able to find me because I will be living on a cliff via Meryl Streep on the Mediterranean Sea, looking at that blue every day.
Covered in linen.
Covered in linen.
Is this your way of telling me that that's how we're breaking up as creative partners?
Yeah, but we'll be old. I'll be a hag. I'll have finally evolved into my final form.
Hollywood's definition of a hag is 40, so we ain't got much time. Or at least I don't.
Okay, so my great aunts never aged, so I'm like holding on to that.
Okay.
My mother also not aging, probably aging backwards.
Yeah.
Like Benjamin Button. This go around, besides the Mediterranean Sea, I also tried to focus on how many inconsistencies Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again created for the original musical.
Did you watch the second one recently, or did you just only watch the first one for our chat?
I meant to watch both, and then Gen Con exhausted me.
I just slept through the second one, if I'm going to be honest. Like, I put it on. I put it on because it's like, oh, I'm going to watch a sequel. I love sequels. Sequels
Lily
are so much
James
fun.
Is so good at it. She's so good as young Donna.
Who is?
Lily James. Isn't that who plays her?
Is it?
I think so. Let me look.
Maybe I haven't seen the sequel.
And then Cher is in it.
Oh, I haven't seen the sequel.
You haven't seen it.
No.
Stop. You're talking about Newsies or something.
Yes, it is Lily James. You're correct, Natalie.
Thank you.
I love Lily James.
We all love Lily
She's
James.
Remember when it
Gorgeous.
was rumored that she was dating Chris Evans? Do you remember that?
I don't remember that because I don't
It was
stalk
during the
that
panty.
man.
It was during the first part of the panty.
You know
Or
what?
right before.
We all ended up in bed with someone during the panty, so
Not me.
oh, just me
Oh,
then.
just me. Okay.
Just me. That's fine.
I mean, you
Fine.
have to remember, I was like working myself to death. I shaved like 10 years off of my life because of the job I was doing. This
was
is why I no longer
meditating a
do that
lot.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about like what we're gonna do all the easy stuff first.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite scene in this film? Because Roger Ebert was like, hey, I'm not the audience. I appreciate that he acknowledged that he wasn't the audience for this movie because it took him his whole career to finally fucking figure that shit out.
Right.
But secondly, he did say that it is a lot of fun and the movie version actually lends itself for more creativity and excitement than the stage can, because stage, as we know, can be a little restrictive.
I love how these big Broadway theatrical movies make sure to incorporate those big chorus numbers with the choreography and everything. So anytime we were doing that, gold. I got chills when she started to do Honey Honey. I was like, I didn't even know that this was my favorite song.
Yeah.
But I sit through Mamma Mia and Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. So at the end, I am rewarded with Colin Firth in a glittery jumpsuit, giving it his all.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
All
the
of
best
it.
part.
Nothing left out of context.
No.
Like the
he's just-
choreography number in Voulez-Vous, when
Yes.
it's like they're all like, I'm your dad, and she's like, ah. That's the best. I loved that. It was awesome.
And like, honestly, like Donna was hard up for some cash. She should have turned that hotel into a nightclub. I was like, why didn't you think of that after the
Yeah.
wedding reception?
Yeah. Also, I was kind of
seriously.
like, who was trying to give her a check? Colin Firth was trying to give her a check.
Yes.
Mhm.
I don't want, girl, I would have taken
I
that
would've
check so
taken that check.
fast. I'm like, thank you. There's not enough zeros. Can you add
Double
a
check
zero,
that my
please?
name is spelled
Yeah,
right.
yes. Where
Put
can I
that
cash
away.
this? Can I get a same day advance?
Colin Firth could send me a check today. I wouldn't question it.
Amen. Samesies.
Maybe he knocked me up. Maybe he didn't. I don't know.
I would take a check from anybody at this
Right.
point.
Who
You don't
wants
even
to
have
give
be
me a
Colin
check?
Firth. Yeah.
If you go over to the Men I've Tolerated Pod Instagram, there is a link to Venmo. You don't even have to write anything down anymore, people.
Yeah.
It's this easy.
Modern technology is beautiful. We are all accepting checks at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
With
I would say
open hands.
one of my favorite scenes is when the mom and her friends are singing Super Trooper.
Oh,
And it's
yeah.
like so slow. I remember tearing up as a teenage girl, and I teared up last night too. Listen,
And then
Oh,
they-
I love that.
Not
was
that
like,
anyone
I love my mom.
not that anyone watched the sequel but me, but then they revisit that in the sequel with
Natalie, if
Amanda
you had-
Seyfried.
If you had warned a girl or gal
That I had the whole sequel memorized. I don't know.
that you were also gonna watch the sequel.
I didn't watch it though. I just have it memorized. I saw
that
it
you
in
had it
theaters
memorized.
with my mother.
We would have maybe found the time to prepare that too.
I
Keyword
thought that
maybe.
Yeah,
I
keyword
thought that
maybe. Some of us are
I-
busy.
was among other Cher enthusiasts, and once again, I find myself alone.
Sorry.
Excuse me, didn't I tell you I've been listening to which Sonny and Cher album is it? Like on repeat. I'm pretty sure my neighbors are like, you need to be done. You just need to be
You
done.
need to be done.
That must
And
be
I'm
the
like, why?
comfort
This is
album.
the best. It's the best album ever. Oh,
That's so
Oh,
funny.
just
we don't
turn
have
it
the money
on.
to
That's
pay for
fine.
it. I had to stop it real quick. I
That's
went to try
fine.
to click on the album and it won't
YouTube
let
will
me.
shut us down.
Yeah.
fast. YouTube can sense what you're gonna play, and they shut you down before you even press play. On
I
your
know.
phone.
I hope we don't get I hope we don't get taken down because I played 2 seconds of that song on
Wait.
accident. I was just trying to look at the album.
I want everyone who is watching right now to put in the comments their favorite ABBA song, and maybe
Yeah.
I'll do a bad rendition of it.
The Sunny.
Please.
It's just. What is it?
I
Is it just
really
called
wanna
Sonny and
see it.
Cher?
Yeah, it's just called Sonny and Cher.
It's a self-titled album.
Yeah,
Sonny
it's
and
a
Cher.
Yeah.
And then they just put Roman numerals after it when they released new ones.
Literally have been on repeat because I was
riveting.
like, I need the 70s just for a moment.
All that Googling for it to be called Sonny and Cher.
I know.
Hi, Mario. What's your favorite ABBA song?
Mario, it's about time you showed up, sir. We've been waiting patiently.
Wow.
Just kidding.
Wow.
We're all half past our freckles waiting for you, Mario.
I would like the record to show that once again, I was happy to see him.
I love seeing Mario. Don't be mean.
Oh, no.
We were actually literally talking before we went live about how, anyway, it's not important. Here's the next question I have. Okay. Actually, Paige, you said you had something that was like very.
Oh, yes.
Is it time to get into it?
I mean, if you want.
Yeah, always.
I am obsessed with the fact that the one friend is like falling in love with a younger man and no one says anything. Yeah, they're like, yes, girl. It's Pepper and what's her name? Pepper's the boy's name. I looked this up. Tanya and Pepper.
Yeah.
On the beach together, and they're like, the night before they were like, you know, he's like, let's finish what we started, and she's like, oh no,
does your mother know where you are?
Yep, on the beach scene, and I was like,
I mean, honestly, in his defense, Christine Baranski is gorgeous.
I love Christine Baranski.
Like,
gorgeous.
I'm not even surprised that there would be anybody who like wouldn't want to try and hit that. And she's so talented. She's so talented. Like she's so I was watching it and I was like, God, Christine Baranski is completely underrated. Like she's not at the same level of fame as Meryl Streep, but like I've seen her in such a wide variety of titles that I'm just like, girl's never the same person twice. She's so good.
She's so good.
And she definitely plays that part so perfectly of like, I feel like when you see her, you can picture your like favorite high maintenance auntie.
Yes.
Who definitely is definitely a cougar.
Yes.
Definitely like spending a bunch of money.
She stopped paying for my weddings after my third.
Literally.
That was so funny.
I blame character actors like Christine Baranski for why I'm so unhinged, because I'm like, I cannot wait until I am my sister's children's aunt who just goes to Europe and then comes home for Christmas and just showers them with little trinkets that are connected to like all of my lovers, and I kind of tell them but I don't, and then they have to like go to bed that night and be like, so like Aunt Natalie fucks, right? Like she fucks her way through continents, and like they have to like lay in there and wonder.
And they'll like search for your journal that will give them all the answers one day.
Bold. And I write, that I write everything down. You know that I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. And how bold is it to find your mother's diary and be like, I will write to these 3 strangers and pretend that this is a paternity test.
Yeah, that was another thing I want to talk about, was the audacity. The premise of the movie. Like if I did that, my mom would whoop me.
Right. Is it because she's 20? Is that why?
Yeah, very young.
Because this 20-year-old is like, I'm getting married, which what? Like, thank you, Donna, for being very concerned about your daughter wanting to get married at 20. I would be worried too.
I got married at 20.
Well, you did.
I was like, I know I'm going to say something.
I can definitely respect as like an older, like upper 20 now to be like, whoa. Like, thank God that worked out, because what are the odds of it working out? I mean, it worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
But that is probably like a 1 in 1,000 chance of getting married at 20 and it like working out.
You broke the ratio.
You're the outlier.
Set the curve.
Yeah.
What it is, man, you know.
One time Midwestern health class traumatized me about STIs, and it was like 7th grade, and I remember being in the car with my mother, and like, you know how they always talk to you about STIs like through the transient property, like if your mother ever screwed a guy that had like an STI, you could have that STI and you just don't know. Is that just a Midwestern thing?
Or is it just like an elder millennial? Maybe it's an elder millennial thing, because I also remember that too. Like the whole, because on top of that, it was like everyone you've ever had sex with,
Right.
you've had sex
Let me
with,
get
every disease. And I remember too, like when I was pregnant with my son, people, they would be like, well, we're gonna test you for all these diseases, because if you this is so gross. I'll say it this way: if you have a natural birth, there could be things that pass through, and you're just like, what?
So they would like draw it like a football thing where they would be like, okay, you've only had sex with this person. Unfortunately, they've had sex with all of these people. So you two have had sex with all of these people. It was like
I
math.
understand that premise. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I understand the premise, but I don't think anyone ever sat me down as a child and was like, I remember when the boys got to go to the locker room and the girls stay in the classroom, they're like, this is what your period is.
Yeah.
Like, this is
Which
what
isn't even an accurate conversation
I had already gotten
either.
my period by then. I was like, lame.
Yeah.
So
cool.
So my mom picks me up from middle school, and I'm just like sitting quietly because I'm virginal, I'm traumatized. Like I probably have like undiagnosed ADHD or something. So I don't know not to ask my mom this. And I'm like, Mom, did you have sex with someone who wasn't dad? Because like if you did, I could have herpes. And she almost like crashed the car.
Rightfully so.
So like to rifle through my mother's diary and be like, hey, could any of these dudes be my dad?
Right.
The rage.
Another thing is like, why is it that hard to figure out who the father is? And they never really say who the dad is, but here's the thing is when they have like all the like flashbacks, it's like, oh, we were in France. Oh, we were so flower power together. Oh, we were rocking out. It's like, this seems like this couldn't have happened in a 4-week span.
But it did.
Perhaps it did.
And
But
it did fall in Mamma Mia, here we go again.
Okay, because it is really easy to hop around Europe. Like it's not like the States where it takes 40, like getting, like when I talk to people about how long California is, or like some my friends back east will be like, oh, I'm not making that drive, it's 4 hours. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like that's literally that's not even half my state to get through. But to your point, Paige, like at the end when they're all like, I'll be a third of your dad, I'll be a third of your dad too. I was like, what? Honestly, the actual fuck?
I love it. I love it. It is the most unrealistic part of this movie that not at one point were any of those men's feelings hurt. Like Pierce Brosnan tried, and then Colin Firth was like, what if we just all walk her down the aisle and through life? And then Pierce Brosnan, and then like, the Skarsgård was just down for anything. So he's like, that's cool with me.
He was the most chill of them all.
And then Pierce Brosnan
she was
like
named after his aunt anyway, right?
Right.
Like,
that's why I think that's her dad. I think Bill's her dad. That's another thing. I think we should all guess. Well, Mario said that the prequel explains who the dad is, but I think it's Bill because she worked for him. The aunt left her money and she named it after her. But I think she wanted it to be Sam. So that's why she was like, oh, it was Sam. And he went home and he got married, blah, 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 which like also questionable. But
yeah. Yeah, and when he said he has 3 grown kids, I was like, how could you have grown kids if you got married after you knocked up potentially our gal Donna?
Right.
Can we talk about the audacity of men, by the way? Like, for one thing, all 3 of them come in on a boat, the same boat. And then they're just like hanging out in her attic, and Donna falls in through the roof. Not one of them asks if she's okay. They just immediately like try to feel her up some more. And I'm
she
like
left her legs up for that length of time. You're like, girl.
And then like
hold him down.
Honestly, like I have been tricked by exes like that where you immediately want to giggle at them again, but then I'm like, never mind, Bill, I'm gonna like kick you in the balls. And but at no point do they ever like at any point like question the emotional ramifications they might be having on Donna. They're just like, why doesn't Donna want to see us? We don't understand. We thought we were her surprise, blah 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 blah. I was like, think real hard about why she might not want to see you.
It's so obvious.
Right. I need you all to take a beat. I need you all to take a beat as to why it might be hard for Donna to look at you. I need us all to recall Mamma Mia, here we go again. And figure it out, gentlemen.
Wait. So, because there's a lot, because, it's on an island. So there's this scene where they're catching the boat to get to the island. Like, how does that play out on stage?
How does that play out on stage? They literally just arrive.
Oh.
They just arrive. I'm sure there's like a dock, and then
Sure.
Bill's like, "I'll take ya,"
Sure.
and then like whoosh, Broadway magic, and then they arrive.
And they move the waves across the
Right.
stage while they're like crouched underneath it.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I'm so dumb about how this could be a stage production. Maybe because I
It
love
was a
all of
stage
the
production
ocean stuff.
first.
I know it was a stage
I mean,
production first. And when you
I-
think about it, 1999, so it's 1979, right?
Yeah.
And that was definitely a
Also,
year I
it's
didn't exist in.
Different.
Also, those three men were all intelligent and accomplished men, and they couldn't put it together why a 20-year-old would want to call you after 20 years had gone
Mhm.
by that you hooked up with her mom.
Well, and also, can we talk about the fact that if I got an invite from someone like an ex or something, I'd
I'm
be
not
like,
going.
"Oh, okay, whatever," and then you figure
Oh.
out that he also invited 2 other women. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going.
Oh, I
the
dare
reaction would
ya.
be completely different from men to women.
I
Like,
wouldn't
I'd be
even
like,
go
I'm either
if I
gonna
got a
leave or I'm gonna become their best friends and spite you.
yeah,
Right.
like if I got an invitation from an ex to go to their wedding,
To their child's wedding.
to their
Yeah,
child's wedding,
that
to their
too.
child's wedding, I'd be like, nah, I'm good.
Oh, I dare
Maybe
ya.
I'll send a gift. Where are you registered?
Oh,
I'm
I
not
wouldn't send
sending
a
a
gift.
gift.
I don't know him.
I'm going for my free like cold chicken, and I'm going to dance, and I'm going to pay the DJ to play Sexy Back when I walk in. So it's fine.
If they have it at my sister's wedding, the DJ, we made all these requests. Of course, this is Minnesota, so I guess asking for them to play In Vogue was a ridiculous question because that DJ did not have In Vogue in their catalog. And how do you not have In Vogue in your catalog?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's
It's
sad.
mine, bitches.
I don't think I have to worry about that for Sexy Back. That is the swan
Yeah,
song of the
that's
white people. And
that's
it's the
also
only time we
true.
get to feel sexy.
Yeah.
And Mr. Brightside by the Killers, I feel
And
like, is
Mr.
also a
Brightside.
white person song.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%. 100%.
Anything by the Killers, honestly.
Tell us your favorite white girl song in the comments. Mine is Shut Up and Dance With Me. And I would build an entire rom-com around that song.
You should. How should? See, so I get confused about what would be considered like a white person song because
There's nothing more white and basic than Shut Up and Dance With Me.
Yeah,
And
sure.
Walk the Moon in general.
Yeah. No, I get that. But sometimes because I have both cultural experiences, so sometimes I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. What give me more examples?
Sure. I will put on the record
As we wait for
that
people in the comments.
all of my Black coworkers were confused when I knew all the words to Girls in the Hood by Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay.
Oh, yes, that is a
They
good
were
song.
Okay.
When I came rolling up into our job being like, fuck being good, I'm a bad bitch. And they're like, what is
Hello.
Good morning, Natalie.
No,
It
but
is
we're
9:15.
We're asking for white basic songs.
Well, so I thought I would give you the difference.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like
I
if you can do a
understand what
palm-
would be like on the side of like my other people.
Sure.
Like that I don't have
Sure.
a problem with.
I feel like if you can do like a pom or high school dance team to it, it is
Yeah.
considered to be a white person song.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like Jump Around.
Alexis
White
said
people love
bubbly,
Jump Around.
which
Jump
is
around.
very white girl.
Shout.
Well, who sings
White
Bubbly?
people love Shout.
Michael Bublé.
Anything Michael Bublé. The white
sure.
people drip.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I don't listen to him, so that's good to know. Shout is definitely yeah.
White
that
people
one
love
for
Shout.
sure.
Basically, like anything that allows white people
Oh,
to dance
like,
in their
that
true
song-
form.
That song that what's the song that she's getting on the bus? What is it called?
Journeys Don't Stop
Thank
Believing.
you.
Natasha
Journey.
Bedingfield.
Journey,
Oh.
Don't Stop Believing.
Don't
Oh.
stop
Yeah.
believing.
I feel like I can't go to a karaoke night without somebody thinking they can sing that song.
18 white people just got horny just because I sang it onto the internet. 18 white people are like, oh, is that Journey?
And one white adjacent person.
And one white adjacent person. It felt like
my
they had to
God.
they had to get on it. So
Did you know? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Can we talk about how chill Sophie is about her mother's sexuality? She's just like, her friends come and she's like, what up? I found a detailed book of all of my mother's sexual
Bubbly by
exploits.
Colby Collette.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, how I gotta think of how that goes.
I don't know.
Starts in my toes and it
Oh,
crinkles
is
my
that it?
nose.
That's it, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, I know that song.
Why haven't I made a living out of doing musical impressions?
I don't know.
Yeah, why haven't
Ken
you?
Jean. I need Ken Jean to invite me onto one of his game shows.
Yeah, anyone will do. It's
if
fine.
someone could get a hold of Dr. Ken for me. But so she's reading aloud her mother's like sexual exploits, and her friends are like here for it. And then like it's such a stark contrast to we just watched Now and Then, and Sam was like, my mom is wearing go-go boots.
Yeah, that's true. You know what though? I think she does kind of towards the end get to the point where because she does yell that line at her mom, right? Where it's like, I want my kids to know who their dad is.
Yeah,
right.
Rude.
Right.
Calm down.
We
should
did
dealt with that when
stay
we were
chill.
14. Like
But
every
you're right.
teenage
She does
girl.
open very chill.
She does. Well, and like she's really pissed off that Meryl Streep doesn't want her to get married. And I'm like, I don't think you want to get married. I think that this was all a plot to make your mom tell you who your dad is.
Yeah. Do you want a marriage or do you want a wedding?
Do you want a marriage or do you want your daddy?
Yeah. Obvious father.
If you had to choose one of them, who would you want to be your dad?
My dad or my daddy?
We could play it both.
Okay.
Well, Bill Skarsgård, not in Thor, but in Mamma Mia, he looks like he's the one who can fuck the most. So he would be daddy. And sweet baby angel Colin Firth, who has never done anything wrong ever. He can be my dad.
Yeah, because don't they imply that he's gay?
He is gay. And then
like, it's so obvious he's gay too. I remember watching it last night and I was like, oh, right. He's gay.
And then the Aphrodite fountain scene happens. And I watched Colin Firth in every group scene because like I had never honed in on him before, but he's my favorite part of the movie. And in the like very sliver of the left-hand side is a shirtless Colin Firth, just like literally Fire Islanding it
awesome.
in the fountain. And I'm like, get it, Colin Firth. Thank you for committing to that. They didn't even put you in frame.
He was
having the time of his life.
Well, that was the whole point, is to have.
I feel like I would want Colin to be my dad as well because I like to spend quality time with my dad, and I feel like I could spend good quality time with a dad who is LGBTQ.
And he's the most sincere about like the idea of being a dad and like doing all the dad things.
Yes.
Like, but if I'm gonna marry somebody, it's Pierce Brosnan.
Me too. I agree. That's what I was gonna say. I would want my daddy to be Pierce Brosnan.
Even now, like you've seen him recently, right?
Okay, but like, why do we make? But for why did we make Pierce Brosnan insane? Here's the thing that I never understand about
I do not think he's a good singer. That's on my list.
So like,
and that's probably synthesized too. You know, they edited that shit.
And it happened in Les Mis too. Like they will hire these Oscar Emmy winning actresses to be like, Amanda Seyfried, blow your vocal cords out every day on the set of Les Mis. We want you to sing it live. And then there's like Sam. And then they're like, Pierce Brosnan, try it. He's like, what happened to our love? It used to be so good. Like, I was like, why didn't they hire me to be Sam?
Right? It almost reminds me of that Step Brothers scene when they're in the car and he's like ripping the wife's ass for like not being good at vocal lessons. I was like, oh, Pierce Brosnan, you are flat. You're not giving what I need it to give. Not
and
good.
Then it gets worse in the sequel to the point where I had erased in my memory that they make him sing like 3 times in the first one.
Pierce Brosnan's in the sequel?
Huh. Because they do flash forward, like they're in the present and then they do flashbacks.
Got it. I'm gonna have to watch that tonight now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that tonight now because I'm curious. Interesting.
And so like, I was like, so when you need me, call me. SOS. What?
You're like, no. Also,
your
the like
passion?
little dialogues that they have to add into the song when they're on that boat, right? She's with
Yeah.
all the dads, and she's like, and you're working at a bank, and your name is Harry. I was like, that's the worst line.
That's
Yeah.
the worst one.
You're working at a bank. And your name.
I do love the montage where she does get to do very daughterly things with all three of her dads.
Yeah.
But also, what was the movie where some idiot like construed that as his daughter wanting to? Oh, it was on Critical Role. Never mind.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about Shameless.
Oh yeah, on Shameless, where
such a
it's
good
like
show.
your daughter's just like trying to fuck you, and she's like, "No, I'm just trying to spend quality time with you."
You're like, nope.
Yeah.
When she has like
gosh.
little dates with all of her dads. I don't
Yeah.
know. I love, someone mentioned Take a Chance on Me, and I can't listen to the true like ABBA version of Take a Chance on Me. I have to do the very insecure, if you're all alone, when
It's
the
cute,
pretty
though.
birds have flown, honey, I'm still free. And I have to start it that way.
It's so cute.
And Rosie does such like a commitment to like trying to get Bill Skarsgård to love her after like 3 hours. She's like, remember, we were on the boat. She's like, everyone else is shacking up. I don't know why you wouldn't. I don't know why you wouldn't.
Yeah,
Very
we all
true.
need a happy ending. Interpret
Oh,
that how
yeah.
you wish.
And Colin Firth got his happy ending too. I remember in the middle when they're on the boat and Bill thinks he's like, oh, so you know, and he's like, no, but I think I'm her dad. And it's like this miscommunication thing. That was a moment where I was like, oh yeah, I forgot he's gay in this movie.
He's
Yeah.
gay
I
in
totally
this
forgot
movie.
about the boat miscommunication scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like, oh gosh, I just love the abandon. And you really have to watch Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, because at the end, Colin Firth gets to dance with like the kid that played younger version of him.
Oh.
And like that kid gives it as hard as Colin Firth gives it to that last montage moment in the glittery jumpsuits. And there's something, Colin Firth is like this little bubble of joy where he's like, I'm going to give this the exact dramatic dedication that Natalie gives to a board game night. And he's just like magical, and he's just like Fire Islanding it just off of shot. You can't even really tell if it's him, but I was like, I know that torso. That's Colin Firth. He's having a fucking ball in that fountain, and he's like, ah! That's how I would show up to every set. I'd be like, what are we doing today? Where do you want the water? Like, just
just give it all. Just thrash the water.
Oh my gosh.
He's a sweet baby angel. He's never done anything wrong. He has never done anything wrong.
I also think it's interesting that all of them were like totally down to walk her down the aisle, and she was like, yeah, sounds great.
Sounds great. Donna who? Who? I was like, that is when I got angry. I was like, your mother has raised you single-handedly in a crumbling Grecian hotel.
Yes.
She's a hotelier.
And you invited these 3 morons to your wedding. And you're like, you're the most important people to me.
See, and that's the other part that was really frustrating because first of all, why are we still buying into this construct that dad has to give away?
True, I had a girlfriend walk herself down the aisle, and then her husband met her halfway, and then they walked the rest of the way at the beginning of the ceremony. Yeah, super cute.
Uh-oh.
But yeah,
Is
no
it just
parents.
me?
No, you're not frozen yet. You will freeze in a moment, and then you'll...
There we go. There we go.
How did you know that was going to happen?
It happens every time.
Every time.
Oh, okay. At least she's consistent.
Comcast, man, I'm telling you.
So, what were we talking about? Oh, Donna.
We're talking about the audacity of the men.
Yeah,
and
like,
daughter. So
yeah, because like you don't know these people, and
you don't know
want them
these
to
people,
walk you down the aisle
and give you away to another mediocre man.
And also, she didn't even tell her husband they invited them.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like
you can't
just
even
me,
share
but
that
I have
with
to tell
Dominic
my husband everything.
Yeah.
The second someone tells me gossip, I'm like, I will not tell anyone. But that doesn't count because my husband is the other half of my brain, so he will find out as well.
That is
Yeah.
literally a universal understood that if you tell your friend who's married, assume the spouse knows.
Yeah. It's
My
helped me from
brother-in-law-
saying a lot of things to certain people where I'm like, oh, I don't really want your partner to know, so I'm just not going to tell you at all.
Yeah,
Shout
You're
out
not
to
that
my
smart.
brother-in-law because
Not my
I
fault.
talk to my sister before my brother-in-law gets home from work, and then Zach will like touch the front door, and my sister will be like, "Guess what's wrong with Natalie's body? Like, guess what she found on it today?" And I'm like, "You don't need to tell him." And she's like, "It's really gross, and I'm gonna tell you." And I'm like my brother-in-law has like intimate knowledge of my body.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, heck no.
I couldn't hang. Like I'm very like you, Paige. I'm very mindful about what I tell my married friends because I'm like, well, the partner's gonna know. I don't listen, I will tell your partner if I want them to know. Okay.
My brother-in-law
that's a
is
good
very
point.
supportive of me and my passions.
Well, that's
Um,
nice.
But oh shit, where was I remember the exact moment I decided that my father would not be walking me down the aisle.
The exact moment?
I was at someone else's wedding.
This is before you realize that you don't want to get married.
Right. This
Yeah.
is when I thought I still had a shot. I was like in my mid-20s, like a cool 25.
Yeah, we're still brainwashed to think that we should get married at 25. Yeah.
And I was in New Jersey, and I was at someone else's wedding, and I was watching her and her dad like cry walk down the aisle. And I just remember turning to my friend and like whispering to him, "Is it rude if I've just now discovered that I don't want my dad to walk me down the aisle?" And he goes, "No, that tracks for you." He goes, "What are you going to announce at the like very beginning? Like, I'm doing this because I want to." And then just like march. Like, I was like, probably.
No way.
And me like, "I'm not giving any part of myself away. I'm not going to bend, and I'm going to do everything the way I want to do it." I'm like, yeah, those are my vows. I don't know.
Yeah, those aren't really vows though.
Yeah, no.
Just warnings.
Just warnings. That's warnings.
That's okay, though. That's okay.
But now I don't want to get married because it's terrifying and expensive to get out of.
It's so expensive to get out of. That's the part that blows my mind.
And I have a whole podcast of the mistakes that I've made when it comes to men, so I can't
afford it. Can't afford the risk. Like that's the
afford
part that I'm just like, I would rather pay because the marriage certificate isn't what's expensive.
No.
It's the wedding. It's the party after, right? So some people pay like gobs of money for that.
Gobs.
But the actual divorce itself,
so expensive. And then you have that weird year that you were still married, but you're divorced and you got to figure out like how to do your taxes.
Yes, like all of it. It's just dumb. Like I can barely figure out how to do my taxes now. So there's that. But like also like, and then if you changed your name.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Yeah.
And you have to go through all that. Like it's such a misogynistic system on how, and then there's like an order you have to do it in. I've never changed my name. I'm making assumptions based on my friends who have gotten married who've changed their names. Like you can't do it here first. You have to do it at this spot first. And you're just like, why? Yeah. Why do it? Why change your name?
You have to get a new social security number first, or like a new social security card first.
Yeah,
and
you
then
go to
you have to go
and then
do
everything else. Which whose social security office is ever open? Ever?
I couldn't tell you where mine is.
Oh, I know where mine is because I used to work for the government, but they're never open.
You know where your social security card is?
I know where my card is. I don't know where the office is.
Oh, I thought you meant like you didn't know where your card is. I'm like, I have
I have like this doom folder, and I can't remember why.
Yeah.
But my passport, my birth certificate, and my social security. What did I have to go do?
Why are you saying this to everybody on the internet right now?
They don't know what the doom folder looks like, but it's all in one folder.
Okay. All
and
right.
I'm like, and every once in a while, I'm like, where the fuck is that folder?
Where's my doom folder?
Oh my
and people
God.
are like, people get safes for these. And I'm like, what?
Yeah. Or they put it in a plastic bag and put it in the fridge or freezer. Because if there's a tornado or a fire, your fridge will never burn or like it'll stay.
What?
Yeah, I have a ton of friends. Mostly the friends that I met that are from the South. So they have a ton of tornadoes, lots of fires, hurricanes. It's like sealed in there. It'll never burn in a fire. And
that makes sense that your fridge would be like sort of fireproof. proof-ish.
Can I fit into my? I'm gonna see if I can fit
You
into
should
my fridge
see.
during.
I could definitely.
No,
fit in my
you'll
fridge if I took
suffocate.
all the shelves
There's not
out.
enough air. You'll suffocate.
We have tornadoes here.
Wait, what?
We have tornadoes here. I live in the Midwest.
Oh yeah, there's a tornado season.
Yeah. Yep.
I can't. No.
Tornado
You lost me
alley,
at
man.
season.
At season.
Yeah. My cousins in the Midwest are like, I could never live in the California. All those earthquakes. Girl, I can't tell you the last time I experienced a major earthquake. In 1989. We've had this conversation already. You have a tornado season. Like, you're guaranteed a tornado is going to happen at some point during the spring.
During the spring.
Oh,
but yeah, just me and my Doom folder chilling out. I wish I could remember why all my documents had to be in the exact same place.
Well, they say to do that so that way you can like grab and go if
I have a
you're
bag,
an
a
emergency.
little bag I'll take.
I was specifically doing something. I wonder if it was like my unemployment.
Mario says that Indiana Jones survived a bomb by hiding in a fridge.
That is true.
But how did he not run out of air?
Harrison Ford did do that.
Maybe he like poked a hole and then strawed it like a snorkel.
I'm very terrified of losing air. Like
that's
a real fear.
Suffocating would be the worst way to die.
Mm-hmm.
It's so violent.
It's so violent.
I had to like take a deep breath just to make sure I could. Oh my Lord.
Right?
I remember as a child, if a tornado was coming, I'd like put all my stuffed animals in the closet and be like, all right, guys. Mom's making me go down to the basement. I gotta go. See you later.
Oh.
But nothing ever hit our house. There was a house or a town like a couple towns away that got like really messed up. But
yikes.
Yeah, no, just like North Tornado Alley.
I would be unhinged if I lived somewhere like
where the elements are trying to kill
you. You live in a state that's worse for forest fires, though.
Yeah,
that is true.
Oh shit!
Your state is on fire.
I was to say I'm in an area where it's not an issue, but they will eventually make it if the climate keeps going in the way that it's going, and they will eventually make it. To
everyone's in denial about it. It's going. People are like,
California's not in denial. We're trying to enact all kinds of legislation that everyone thinks is bullshit.
Yeah, I saw that.
Awesome.
And people hate it. We want full electric cars. Though I did hear a report on NPR, because I'm an NPR junkie, the other day about how the thing, whatever they need to make the electric cars, like they're mining the bottom of the sea for it. So then of course my sister-in-law, former sister-in-law, is a marine biologist, so immediately I was like, I have to text her to find out like how bad is that for the marine ocean.
Like fouling nets on steroids.
Yeah, that sounds like
maybe we don't want to go completely electric by 2024.
Maybe we should stop driving. Maybe we should.
I like that idea better.
I honestly think that we should here it is, everybody. I think that we should create more factions within America. And walkable neighborhoods and completely European it, and then actually build that train that'll take me to Julia tomorrow if I want to go see Julia.
Oh yes.
I want the bullet train.
Public transportation option.
And we just do the public transportation thing. And then we just shame the men who want to masturbate on the public transportation.
Yeah. I love it. My neighborhood.
That is the most integral part is shame.
Is shaming them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what just booing. You know what? If I would get murdered, but if I had to take public transportation and some dude was masturbating on the train, I would just boo, like those old man Muppets in the theater. Yeah. Just be like, boo,
yeah,
and just shame his penis, and then ask him for compensation. And be like, $50. Yeah. What do you have in your wallet?
There was an hourly wage. I don't know if you were aware of that, but I do have an hourly wage.
Yeah,
so
I do have
my shame isn't free.
Right. Here's my because what if it's your kink? If I can tell you're enjoying it, I'm charging you double.
So just automatically 100. Just assume 100 right off the bat.
So yeah. So that I fixed it. I fixed everything, everyone, once again.
Well, I think that's that then.
That's that. So this theater production, like the movie, gets a lot of shit for just being a fluff piece. Like it's just a fluff. That's not what I said. I did not say that public shaming fixes everything. I said I did.
It's in quotes.
Okay. I would like it on the record that that's not what I said. It's my logic and my big girl
Relative
brain.
everything, though.
You're gonna hate this.
So the theatrical production, like the movie, just gets shit on all the time because I don't know what it is about people who go to movies and people who visit the theater. They don't want to have fun. When I say in quotes, I'm very logical. I'm a Capricorn.
Oh no. Oh,
I'm
you're
a
a Capricorn?
I'm a Capricorn.
She's a Capricorn.
If you stole my passport, you would know I was born on Christmas.
I'm gonna find that Doom folder and steal your identity.
And you know what? You're gonna be disappointed.
Guess he's not paying for her own student loans. Thanks, Natalie.
Go ahead, steal this identity. It's disappointing.
It's very disappointing. It's really not worth it to steal a millennial's identity. We have more student debt than anybody.
Also, why steal my identity when Gen Z already stole all of the people on Capitol Hill's identities for us? They did all that work and put it on TikTok for us.
That's true. That was pretty impressive.
That was impressive. They were like, here are their socials.
Generation.
Here are their credit card numbers. Here are their home addresses.
Here's where they work.
Yeah. I was like, y'all violent. And they're like, we're violent.
They're don't fuck with our rights. That's what I heard. I heard don't fuck with our rights. Like when all the doxing happened, I was like, this is you saying don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with my rights.
So I hate that like our general audiences that get to make decisions don't actually like to have fun. Like I go to Mamma Mia and I'm like, the ocean is so blue.
Yeah.
I want to wear Meryl Streep's overalls. I do.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have been looking for a pair of Donna-esque overalls my entire adulthood. Like they look comfy.
Yeah.
Somehow Meryl Streep looks sexy in them.
Oh
like,
yeah,
she is sexy.
She is sexy.
Yeah. And her makeup looks timeless. And
she's got a fresh like island like
Oh yeah, gorgeous.
You know that
her skin looks great.
I love little things, so I love like pins and patches. Like God knows what I would do with those overalls, but it would be amazing. And I too, like Donna, can't just like go onto a balcony and like have it just be like, I'm on a balcony. No, I literally have to be like, Mamma Mia, here I go again. I have to be dramatic on a balcony. And I would just like us to get over this pattern where if it's something fun and it's something that the masses can actually like get into, and it's not just like Les Mis watching me watch Anne Hathaway starve herself to death for 20 minutes, then why doesn't it count as good?
Well, that's the age-old question, right? Like, what constitutes quality art over fluff? Like,
why did we decide that some of it was fluff?
Because some people who are pretentious come in and are like,
there has to be some type of scale. Everything has a spectrum to it.
The elite.
The elite.
Yeah.
They wanted to money launder better.
Yeah.
Be able.
Who was it? I was listening to something the other day and they're like, I'm convinced Netflix is a scam because, you know, Gray Man was terrible. They spent $200 million on this movie and it's awful. And so that's why I think that Netflix is laundering money. I forget who said that.
Green Man? Isn't that the
Gray
one?
Man.
Gray Man. I thought you said Green Man, which is actually Green Book in my head. I thought you were talking about how
don't get me started on the
someone dared to turn my Viggo Mortensen into a white savior, and I will never let it go.
Well, we have issues with that movie for very different reasons, but I'm glad that you have issues with that movie.
Of course.
Because don't even get me fucking started. We ain't got that kind of time.
Viggo Mortensen is also a sweet baby angel who has never done anything wrong. He took all of his Lord of the Rings money, all of it, and he moved himself. He became a forest hag is what happened. He moved himself into a remote forest and he only came out of his forest cave to go to poetry slams and read his poetry.
That's cute.
Sweet baby angel who's never done anything wrong.
Yeah.
And then they turned him into a white savior.
I want to live some version of that life.
Same.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Honestly, sometimes these lives are just us like planning our commune.
Yeah, I'm
Also
down.
true.
Let's do
Everyone
it.
in the comments, if you would like to apply for the commune, please list your
I
skills.
always say that. I always say
Yeah,
to my
we
friends, like,
need-
you know how cheap it'd be if we all just got a bunch of lands and then we
Yeah.
could just have all the men build us stuff and then we
Build
could wear
stuff.
dresses like
Yeah.
in midsummer
Yeah,
and
and
have a
buns.
garden.
Yeah.
It'd be so
Look how
easy.
cute I'd look in space buns.
Exactly.
Like,
Oh my god.
You're just supporting the point the most.
yeah.
Yeah.
Midsummer slapped. Like, good for her. I
Mm.
too would have done exactly what she did at the end.
I love Midsummer so much. I think I'm gonna rewatch it. When I was going through Mamma Mia, I put the M in. The first thing that came up was Midsummer, and
Midsommar.
I was like, "Oh, I want to watch it again." So good, and I'm so excited for "Don't Worry, Darling" because I know that there's some drama there too. I just love her so
I love
much.
Florence Pugh.
Me
We
too.
will be saying "Don't Worry, Darling," and
Yeah.
we're doing a Still Comfy on it. I made it fit the theme because I was like, I feel like we were conditioned into believing that the homemaker 50 style was
Yeah.
a very comforting
Was the
thing for
ideal.
women to try and emulate.
Mhm.
Right,
Mario, I am gonna watch it because, as we know, I cannot not with Harry Styles.
Harry Styles is the new Elton John. You didn't hear it first because I say it every show.
Oh,
So, like, every time I see the trailer, I'm just like, this is so stressful, but I'm totally gonna maybe take a Valium and
are
see
you
this
not like a
movie.
scary movie gal?
No, she cannot.
I get too stressed out, and then
Watch them during the day.
then I can that I do that sometimes, and then I can somehow in my head I can twist it to make it where this could actually happen in real life.
True.
And it's really irritating for people who are my friends because then I'm like spiraling sometimes, and
That's what I
it's
thought
super
about
fun.
Handmaid's Tale. I was like, this is too close to
Oh,
home.
they
I read the
made it
book.
that way. They
No, but
made it.
Y'all, the book.
The book. I
I
read
haven't
both.
read it.
After reading the book, I was like, well, I can't. And then when they said they were doing the show, my literary friends like, oh my god, they're doing the show. It's gonna be so amazing. It's like, I'm sorry, you all recovered after reading this in lit class sophomore year. I'm still recovering.
I didn't read anything cool like that in my high school. Even if they would have assigned it, I still probably wouldn't have read it. So
Yeah.
It's a real short one.
Yeah, it's very thick. But
Was it?
still.
Oh, last week I convinced myself that a vampire from Critical Role could somehow still get me. I was afraid of Delilah. I wasn't afraid of Delilah Briarwood in campaign 1 when she was a pivotal villain,
Yeah.
but they're doing callbacks to her in the new campaign hundreds of years after this lady has died.
Yeah.
And I remember like telling Jules, I was like, Jules, I don't know what's happened, but I've somehow scared myself out of about a character that I've been hearing about for thousands of hours. And like, I don't think I can sleep. I don't like Delilah is coming for me.
what? I've never
she's a
even seen that
vampire.
show. I'm gonna have to look into it.
Oh, it's a D&D stream.
DMT, yeah.
Like every episode,
Oh.
it's on YouTube. Every episode is 4 to 5 hours long. Because it's
What?
a D&D session.
Yeah, because they're doing like
Are you
the
dead
whole-
serious?
Because it's watching D&D live. But here's the thing. I was in a very toxic work environment. I was in an office that was killing me. And I needed to take my head out of that. So I
You needed
started...
some escapism.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I started to watch these nerds playing D&D, and then they all became my teddy bears. Like so at Gen Con over the weekend, I ran into, I'm not going to remember all 3 of his names. I know it was Jason Miller,
You
Where's
sent it
it?
to me in a message. Do you
Jason Charles Miller. So he was a guest on like maybe 2 episodes in campaign 1, and his little handler lady is trying to like get nerds to like divert from their shopping
Mhm.
to talk to him, and like people are just ignoring him, ignoring her. So finally I went, Jason, I know who you are. I've watched Critical Role. And I sat down and talked to him. And I told him, I was like, he goes, so you started Critical Role from the beginning? I go, I did. My soul was dying. I go, and now I need Matthew Mercer's voice to sleep sometimes if it's been a particularly high anxiety day. And Jason, if you're listening, don't forget you told me that you were going to tell Matt that this week when you ran into him.
We will need a status update on that then.
You're working together this week. I would like Matt to know that he is the barrier between me and sleep.
Yeah.
He
is the key to the lock.
He is. And so I got to meet Jason, but I got to stare at the back of the heads of two of my favorite D&D streamers because I ended up at the same bar as them, and I wouldn't approach the table because there were too many people. So I just stood there like this. And then the waitress caught me, and I was like, never mind. I'll just go.
It's fine.
It's behind
me.
No need to stare. We're all good here. And then I talked about the fact that they were in the same. I was like, I can't believe that they're in the same bar. I knew Bria was here because I saw her on Instagram. And I told myself that I was going to get to see her, but I didn't think it would be because I was in the Westin.
Oh my God, you had like a whole experience.
I had a whole meltdown. And luckily, the people that my friend Natalie allowed me to meet and hang out with, they were into it. And I was like, thank you for still being open to being my friend, even though I'm having a meltdown.
Were you like sobbing?
No, I wasn't crying yet. But like, to know that you are just like several feet away from greatness, I can't do it. If I admire you, I feel like it's my job to tell you, because this world is so cruel that I feel like no one tells you because they think that you're like too cool to know that people admire you. So then I'm the person who like walks up to you and is like, hi, it's me, Natalie. When you DM Dungeons and Dragons as a woman of color and you remind the nerd boys that D&D can and should be fun, my heart soars because they're so mean when you want to laugh. They're so mean when you want to giggle about something.
Oh,
and then just like run away into the night.
Yeah. Dissipate. They'll never see me again.
I have a question to bring us back to our topic of
Sure.
Which character would you be in Mamma Mia?
Donna. I used to think that I was Tanya, but I don't want to get married 3 times, so now I would like to be Donna without a child. Donna, but I gave the baby away.
Donna, but I gave the baby away.
That is an alternate universe.
And I still just live on that giant hotel on the cliff that no one can find me.
I think I resonate the most with Sophie, even though I know who my father is. I do have paternal certainty. So I guess that's different. But I did get married at 20, and I am a little off my rocker at times. So I feel like it has to be her.
Okay. The way that like someone mentioned that Lay All Your Love on Me was their favorite song, and the way that they dramatically, like Amanda Seyfried like walking on that beach with her hair blowing, and she like means it when she's like, don't go wasting. I'm like, damn girl.
Oh yeah,
where's her
100%.
Oscar? And then they have sex on the beach in front of all of his friends.
Yeah. Like, okay, cool, man. Yeah, man. Looks cool. I was gonna say I also had written down that Sky, her husband, was her boyfriend, partner,
person,
was totally cool with just getting married because she wanted to.
Yeah. Which I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Because like I just feel like married things and like having kid things, and like it's not like picking Chili's to go to dinner. It's not like just like whatever you want. Like it's like, no, we're gonna sign a contract that's like very hard to get out of, and my mother is going to have to run up a cliff. So if we're gonna do it, let's do it.
And I will be on a donkey.
And I will be on a donkey.
Yeah. I feel like again, it lends itself to that whole like, oh, you know, this is what girls are supposed to want, and you know, men are just their kind of concept about marriage.
Well,
and I appreciate Harry for being like, should she really be getting married?
Yeah, he was like, about that.
But I also feel like for whatever reason, Donna just like pretended like as Sophie got older, she would just like forget that children have fathers or something. So I understood that like
getting married and doing it correctly became Sophie's teddy bear.
Yeah.
She's like, I can do it correctly. Like, I can do the whole thing. And
I do want to point out for people who are listening to the replay and not watching us on video, Natalie put correctly in air quotes.
Yeah, I did. I thought I made my sarcastic voice correctly. Correctly.
Yeah, works too.
So anyways, it became like her teddy bear.
Yeah.
And so like I get it, because I think that Donna, what you find out from like Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, she was probably 20. Around like they had just graduated college. So like
still like 22.
So like
still young.
I'm sorry, maybe they graduate from something. There's a whole scene about it. So she's like around that 18, 19, you know, she's in that moron age where you like get like pregnant and you don't know who the father is and you just like roll with it.
Also, like DNA tests, no one was like, I would like a DNA test.
Yeah, they were all like, we don't need to find out. Again,
it's like, I'd like to get a genome sequenced, please.
No one wanted to know if they were 100% that bitch.
Yeah.
No one wanted.
Finding 33% that
yeah,
bitch.
that 33% was okay.
Just
Which I can't, again,
me.
did we already talk about this? I can't imagine a group of men being okay with the idea of like, sure, we'll all be your dad. Like that just to me was like, do I not know the right men?
It's very unrealistic. I feel like pride would get in the way. I feel like I just feel like it's not, because like remember in the 80s when we all watched like Three Men and a Little Lady, or like Three Men and a Baby.
Mm-hmm.
Little Lady is the sequel.
Yeah, Tom
it's like they split it because they were three idiots who got a baby dumped onto them, and they didn't know how to adult, so they were like, I guess we're all gonna have to do this. But like in this situation, like at no point did anyone feel tricked, and I'm like, did you guys forget that you were tricked? Like this is a trick.
There you thought that Donna invited you. Surprise.
Donna why would she? Yeah, because that's how else they wouldn't probably wouldn't have come otherwise if it wasn't Donna inviting them.
You know what I would have done? I wouldn't have even mentioned, if I was Sophie, I wouldn't have even mentioned my mom, because how do you know they ended on such good terms? I would have been like, you have won a free vacation to this small Greek island, and like, here's a voucher.
Yeah.
Because what if they're like, Donna, F her, I ain't going.
Because as we learned, Harry came back for her and she was running off with one of the other ones, and he was so disappointed.
Yeah.
Bill.
I think it was Bill. I think she was good. And you know what? Good on her. Because like I choose to heal after breakups with like a cry in the shower and like a Snickers bar, and then I'm over it. But if she wanted to get on a boat with a Skarsgård, more power to her.
We have
who
very well established
great
that
Skarsgård
none of us will ever turn down a Skarsgård.
Not a one, even Bill.
Who doesn't want to just join a great lineage, honestly.
Honestly,
great lineage.
Let's just marry right into that family.
100%.
And I don't like, and then like there's just like adorable little Colin Firth, and he's just so precious. They sing for their date, they do the Napoleon, the Waterloo song for them. It's great.
Yeah. He kind of has like what a girl wants vibes, without having the stick up his ass.
I love What a Girl Wants.
Me too, girl.
I love Colin Firth. There is just something like my Critical Role people that is so huggable about Colin. You just like want to walk up and like frame his face with your hands.
Yeah, that's what I want him to do, my dad.
And just like make him put his forehead on your forehead while you just stand here awkwardly.
Yeah.
And then like you just like want to whisper to him a secret. Like,
are we all frozen? Frozen.
No, it's just you.
No, it's just you. You'll come back. There
you are. Hello, friends. Sorry about all of the.
And you just like, you want to whisper Colin Firth a secret because you know it would be safe with him and he'd make it okay.
Have you seen him in A Single Man?
Mm-mm.
Have
I ever have?
with Matthew Good. It's so good.
Oh,
I think it's
I
Matthew
do
Good.
like-
Hold on.
maybe I will watch it then.
I'm pretty sure it's Matthew Good.
Let me add that to my ever-running list of movies
For
that you guys
real.
have introduced me to.
Seriously. Yes, Matthew Good. They play partners, and there's a tragedy, and it's beautiful. It's Tom Ford. Tom Ford, the fashion designer, I think is the director.
I don't even remember this movie coming
Oh,
out.
Tom
writer.
Ford?
Tom Ford was a writer too, but he directed it. Yeah, he directed it.
Oh, also,
just
chat. Who
foolish.
do you think you'd be in Mamma Mia? I want to know if other people what they would
Right.
pick.
Where are all my
I'd be-
Tanyas at?
I'd be Tanya. I think
Yeah.
it'd be a
Julia,
mix of
really?
Tanya and the other friend. What was her name?
Rosie.
Rosie.
I
Rose.
love
Yeah,
Rosie.
I'd be a mix of the two because I'm like a writer, right? Like that's. But I think had I not ended up being a Donna in real life, I would have had multiple marriages, maybe, or at least multiple partners who left me wealthy at the end of our relationship.
I think I have been the Rosie in my like group of friends. I've been the lady who has just been like staring at you from a table to be like, I mean, no one else is walking up to you.
That's not exactly a great pickup
Natalie.
line.
I just don't. No one else is coming up to you.
Let's
so
hook up out of desperation.
Oh my god!
I know,
If
that's
somebody
why I
came up
use
to me
the-
and said that, I
the
would have been
past
like,
tense.
"Bye."
That's
Yeah.
why I use the past tense. I love
Yeah.
that song. Take a chance on me, honey. I'm still free. Take a chance on me.
Listen,
If you
I
got
need to
no
know.
place to go. She's great. I love Rosie. And like when Donna's crying in the bathroom and they sing her Chiquita.
Oh yeah, that's so cute. I think of my two friends where I'm like, I wonder if they would ever sing to me, and then I'm like, and do I want them to sing to me though?
Honestly,
No.
I wish my friends would sing to me more. This is my request.
Well, now that I know that, I'll
Live
just send you
here.
voice memos every day in the
On the
morning.
internet.
I'll sing. Do you want a song, or do you want me to just sing to you what I'm doing?
Any and all of it. I am like one of those undiagnosed ADHD people who's like, I love my lavender roller.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna make me calm. Like it's always like Blue's Clues up in this house.
Well, Blue's Clues did raise us.
Yeah. And like Penelope hates it. My cat
She hates Blue's Clues?
No, she hates singing. She hates
Oh.
music. I
Oh, she hates
fully-
joy. Typical cat.
I fully believe that
character.
she very much regrets that she walked up to me during that lightning storm because she's like, that bitch was quiet and crying when I walked up to her. And then I got into her house and it's disco fever all day
Is
long.
that how you got Penelope?
Mhm.
I didn't know this
Penelope
story.
used what you were just saying you would use on a man.
Yeah,
It would be
she
like,
did.
no
She
one
was
else
like,
is
no one
walking up
else
to
is
you.
coming up to you.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I was crying in my friend's parking lot because he was moving and we had just had our last scary movie night or whatever before he moved. It was like 2 or 3 a.m. There was a heat lightning storm and I stopped to like look at the lightning and she came and she sat on my foot and she just like looked up at me and I was like, oh no, what do you do when a kitten sits on your
Aw,
foot
yeah.
during a lightning storm? And she followed me around and she like walked over to like a lamp so I could like check her out. And she was pretty healthy. She has like a scar on her nose from
Aw.
something that scratched her. And then like my friend was no help. I texted him. I was like, what do I do with this cat? It's bonded with me. And he's like, I don't know. It's 3 a.m. Do what you do or go and
The
like
cat
just do
has
what you're gonna
imprinted on
do.
me.
He's like, I'm going to bed. And then I went home. So then she watched me as I drove off.
Oh, that's the worst.
That's sad.
And
You
I
abandoned her.
So that was a Thursday night, all Friday. I didn't have any cat stuff at home. I was a single lady, no pets. And I was like, I'm not going to Walmart at 3 a.m. I'm not doing it. And
Not happening.
so I drove off, but then I cried for an entire Friday. So then
Aw.
he went back out on a Saturday, saw her, and nabbed her for me.
Oh, I'm glad he redeemed himself.
Yeah, like, God.
Yeah.
You know what? Like, friends, countrymen. If someone is literally texting you the I don't know what to do in this situation thing, they are legitimately asking you.
For
They're
advice.
right. They are an undiagnosed ADHD person who is now hyper focused on a kitten they found in your parking lot.
Yeah.
And they need you to tell them that it's okay to go home.
Uh-oh. I
Yeah.
ask for people's advice a lot. What does that mean?
I don't know.
I mean, I like to crowdsource. I love crowdsourcing because then I
Yeah.
use all of that information to form my own decision.
So don't just tell them, like, I don't have time for this. I'm going to bed. Like, that's not great. You are the only person that they know is awake because you are the only person who you literally just left their home.
Yeah.
Right. And I
then-
just helped you move.
Right.
Least you can do is give me some feedback.
Yeah. And by
Yeah.
help you move, I mean that I talk to you while you put things into boxes because I'm not doing that. Like, that is the
No.
support that
Not
I
this
want.
princess. Bye.
I'm just cute while you have to do things.
I'm just cute.
But my
I'm here
other
to be
guy
your
friend,
emotional support cuteness.
right? My
Yeah.
other guy friend who also cannot sleep, he told me, he's like, you're about to take a 9-year-old's cat. Like, that cat belongs to someone. And I was like,
I mean, if it's living in a parking lot for the last 2 days, is it really though? Does it really?
I believe I said 9-year-olds should be more responsible for their things.
And ladies and
9-year-old?
gentlemen, this is how Natalie has confirmed she should not have children.
This is
He's
how
like
I
a fourth
truly feel.
grader.
Right. This is how I truly feel about children. I'm like, they should be more responsible about their things.
Oh
She
my
was,
god.
but she was like, so if anyone has seen my cat on Instagram, she has like a full coat.
yeah.
Like, she is like a literal princess diva of a goddess of a cat. But when I got her, all of her hair was very short and wiry, and she had this cut along her nose. And the only floofy part of her was her tail.
Yeah.
So I thought that she was just gonna be like this abomination of a cat, like just a real short-haired cat with this like feather boa of a tail. But we got some food into her and some water and some like love and affection, and we got her fleas treated, and she just like poofed.
yeah.
Like, I can hold, people think that she's like the fattest cat in the world, but I can just like hold her in the palm of my hand because it's literal fur.
Yeah, because she's very lean. It's all her fur.
Mhm.
Final question. Are you still comfy with Mamma Mia?
You know what? I love a good scam.
Yeah.
Like, the con worked out. She got 3 rich dads. What more could we ask for?
Serious.
Yeah.
And they all want to help.
And
Like,
they all want to help because they have
hello?
white man guilt. Like,
sign me up.
sign me up.
Right.
Somebody else pay my rent for a year and see what I can do creatively if I don't have to worry about feeding myself and housing myself.
And Paige, you brought up a good point too. No one outwardly shamed Donna.
That's what I was
She
gonna say. That's why I
assumed-
think I'm still comfy. Yeah.
Yeah.
She assumed people were shaming her.
Yes. Which is very typical. We do something that we're like, oh, maybe not the best decision. Then you're like, now everyone associates my identity with like this one period of time or like this one thing that I did. And I think the fact that like everyone was just like, okay, like even when they were reading her diary, they were like ...
Yeah.
And her friend were like, you stanky bird.
Yeah.
Like, that's not shaming. That's like, get it, girl.
Yeah.
Get it,
Like the
girl.
opposite of shaming, support.
So I think when,
I think I am still comfy just
Yeah.
simply off of the lack of shaming of her sexual
when-
promiscuity.
And when Sophie had that like really ugly moment, I think she was literally just like projecting back to Donna what Donna's inner monologue was.
Yeah.
And that's why it was so jarring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
agree.
society does do a really good job. Like, women are not allowed to have multiple partners.
Mm-mm.
Women aren't allowed to, understand their sexuality in any way, shape, or form.
At all.
And here comes Donna, and she's like, I got this shit handled, and I don't need you.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll
Like-
caulk this dolphin concrete decoration on my floor.
On my own. Fuck
Yeah.
you. Where were you when it cracked? Not here.
Not
Yeah.
here.
And
Yeah.
where were you for 20 years?
Not here.
Yeah.
And I can tell you what Pierce Brosnan wasn't doing, and it wasn't learning how to sing. They really don't care if men can sing in these movies.
But do you remember, though, Russell Crowe got panned because he couldn't sing. Like that was like a thing. People like nobody cared about the rest of the like everyone just honed in on Russell Crowe not being able to sing.
So I'm talking about the movie creator. So here's the thing. I get it. Russell Crowe, like Gladiator, I still do just like turn to a crowd and be like, are you not entertained? Like, I get it. Russell Crowe, you really feel like is a big moneymaker draw.
Yeah.
But you can't cast him as the second fucking protagonist in Les Mis to a Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is like King Theater.
No one can follow him, honestly.
Honestly.
And then why not just do what they did 50 years ago, 60 years ago, where they just hire the same vocal actor to sing everyone's parts?
Right.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to cast somebody who can't sing,
then dub
where's our vocal actor?
Help them.
Amanda Seyfried let the cat out of the bag that they didn't dub Les Mis at all. They made them sing live on set.
Yeah.
Really?
And it like roached her voice.
Yeah.
And now she's like really disappointed because I mean, what it ended up doing was like teaching her a lot about vocal stamina and how you build that back. But she didn't build it back enough in time to like get Glenda in the Wicked movie.
Right.
Oh no.
And she's like, I've always wanted to be Glinda.
But I bet that really helped her in her Dropout feature, being Elizabeth Holmes, where she kind of has like a deeper voice. Like that probably was like a little helpful to have developed that rasp.
Yeah.
But I couldn't imagine like knowing how much you have to cut and then reset, and then it's like, what line of the song were we on? And it's like,
well, and that's the thing about stage versus movie, right? Like stage acting is so different than screen acting. And so when, you know, I learned of that too, I just had this moment of like singing, like I have, not that I don't have respect for fucking screen actors, like that's not what I'm saying, but stage acting is so much more demanding and so much more intense, so less room for flaws. So to expect your cast to be able to sing all the way through live every
on
time,
a
like
movie set,
like that to me is like, are you a sadist? Like what are you
pelted
doing
with water?
Do you love pain?
Yeah, like it's so insane to me. And it's then so insane to me.
And really that movie went down in flames because of Russell Crowe. And it's like, so here you thought, well, we'll make Russell Crowe do it. It'll be great. And he's saying like this, a loaf of bread. Like that's how he's saying the entire movie.
And you have other Hugh Jackman. Exactly. It's saying then you have like the Hugh Jackman of the world. And then I don't know.
You have Anne Hathaway.
We're gonna have to do a whole separate Les Mis episode. That's what we're finding out right now.
Like you have Anne Hathaway laying in a ditch going, I dreamed a dream of time gone by. Yeah. And then like Russell Crowe is like, you there, you prisoner. Like that's how he's saying the entire movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not doing it for me.
Inappropriate.
Yeah. And you know, that's definitely a thing we're gonna get into when we do Les Mis, because that will be so much fun.
Apparently I have a lot of feelings.
A musical panel.
We're gonna have to watch Les Mis, and it's 3 hours.
It is the
Russell
whole show
Crowe not being able to let it go.
Well, let's go.
Because eventually
we'll do Midsummer.
We'll do. How about we do? Okay, listen. How about we do Les Mis when it's cold? Because then it's like you can sit down for 3 hours.
Oh, because it was a Christmas release. I remember going on Christmas to see it in the movie theater. My poor brother-in-law had to sit in between me and my sister as we quietly wept and made fun of Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
You know what it's like to be crying but making fun of Russell Crowe?
Yeah. I mean, my best friend and I went and saw it together, and we were both just like, how do we resolve how we feel right now?
My brother-in-law that Christmas break had to see so many movies with my sister and I, and he thought he was safe.
No.
With the remake of Red Dawn, he's like, there's no way that they will quietly weep during this movie. And then something happened. The good-looking one died or something. Yeah. And my sister and I like,
they're like chewed out in the apartment.
And he's like, why Red Dawn? Why?
Okay, Natalie.
Yes.
First, we're going to let Paige tell everybody where they can find her and her show and what's coming up on her show.
Yes. So you can find me on Instagram at For Folk's Sake Podcast, and I stream on everywhere you listen to your podcast. So like Spotify, Apple, those are like the two I really only check.
Those are
So
the two that's are always the most.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like those are the bigger two anyway.
those are the ones. I think Breaker. I have like a less than 1% of my listeners are on Breaker or like Stitcher. That's fine though. We have a lot of stuff coming up with like women's health and sexual wellness and like taking care of your womanhood.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited. That's like the next couple episodes, and then I got a great catalog already too. So
awesome.
Thank you for supplementing my poor Midwestern sexual education.
Yeah,
of course. Well, thank you for having me, guys. This was super fun. I love watching you
we're
guys.
super thrilled that you're here. We love when you show up to our shows. It's always a joy to have you around. Natalie, you want to plug some stuff and then I'll plug the rest of it? Sure. And then also tell everybody.
My name is Natalie Katona. I am your host of To All the Men I've Tolerated Before. You can find me on Instagram at Men I've Tolerated Pod. No punctuation. Last week, God damn it. I was doing so well. Like I really want to cut all of these together to try and get myself onto ads. I really feel like I could make a career out of it. And so
go ahead, keep talking.
Last Thursday, our topic was misogyny crosses cultures.
Yes.
This Thursday, it's women and their relationship to their finances. And we're calling it Money Mental Olympics. And it's with Trina Ross, who has been on the podcast before. She helped me process all of the feelings that you have when you're unemployed and then you have to go to the hell that is a 9 to 5. And we drop every Thursday. And tomorrow we'll be talking about One Tree Hill and the final 4 episodes on Instagram, on the Men I've Tolerated Pod Instagram. I'm not going to put you on the spot to be like, have you watched them yet?
Oh, it's really hard not to talk about it with you in between our shows because, damn.
Yeah.
Friends, you know me. I'm your host of Pop Culture Makes Me Jealous, Julia Washington. You can find us wherever you find your podcasts. We are also on Instagram, Pop Culture Makes Me Jealous. We are, after One Tree Hill is done this week, we will be doing the new A League of Their Own that will be on Amazon Prime.
Congratulations to Abby Jacobson on her engagement.
Yes.
I know that she's tuning in.
Yes, she is. And we're going to cover your new show. So starting next week, League of Their Own, the Prime. You can, let's see, what else do we have to tell everybody? Every other Monday.
Rest in peace, Olivia Newton-John.
Yep, thank you for that. I had a note to bring up Olivia Newton-John so we could do a moment for her. And if there was a favorite song or role that she did.
I used to sing the entire Grease soundtrack to all of my stuffed animals. It's what convinced me that I could in fact sing. And then I found out when I was 17 that was not true. But I would literally line them all up and do the entire show for them. It was the first PG-13 movie my aunt snuck me to get to see.
Ladies.
No. Which, by the way, Hopelessly Devoted to You, not in the stage production.
Yeah, I did know that.
Yeah, I did know that.
It's interesting. A lot of what changes happened from some of the earlier productions, like West Side Story's got a bunch of changes too. Like the Steven Spielberg one actually is more true, I think, in terms of like order. Because Cool's in the first act, not the second act. And in the one from 1961, Cool's in the second act. But that's not the point. The point is Olivia Newton-John, thank you for bringing joy to our lives and the music we loved from the 70s and 80s that we danced all in Xanadu and everything that you brought to the creative culture that is performance. We will miss you. Friends, get your titties checked because it is very important. John Travolta has now lost 2 women he loves desperately to breast cancer.
Yeah,
my titties are
wearing Tolerator merch.
Yes, they are. And I was surprised you didn't plug that. So I'm going to plug both of our merches right now.
I forgot
Friends,
until you brought up titties.
that's okay. Friends, if you are Team Tolerator, hit up the Team Tolerator Shopify. It is in Natalie's link in bio in her Instagram, and get your Team Tolerator gear ASAP because you need to know.
Where's my
Second,
career in modeling?
we also have merch for Pop Culture Makes Me Jealous. Hit that merch up. Buy some merch. Merch.
Merch.
We will be back in 2 weeks with another topic, TBD.
We don't know what it is yet.
We don't know what it is yet, but we will see you all tomorrow on Instagram for One Tree Hill. Friends, thank you for tuning in. We're always super grateful you're here. Until next time, we will see you in the DMs.
Stay cozy, stay comfy.